I have a bunch of brats inside my pond. Aquarium is mature. My little babies, I'm ready to jam. Pretty cool, right? There it is. You see them? It prevents brown algae. Look how annoying my koi fish are. It is what it is.
Hoʻomalu. Hana Hui A Maui.
Aloha, my ohana. It is your boy back with another aquatic adventure. Now, if you're new to the channel, we talk about everything in the aquarium hobby. Behind me, my 8,500 gallon koi pond. I have a bunch of brats inside my pond. Yeah, I have like 30 something little kid brats. Let me flip the camera around and show you guys really fast what I'm talking about. I gotta show you guys something. Look how annoying my koi fish are. I have a beautiful bloom on my pond lily there, and they are just ripping it apart. So for those of you guys that are always asking, hey, how do your koi fish not tear up your lilies? They do. Right there, look at all the pieces floating around. Look at them. They probably hear me talking, so they're running over here to the side. Look at them. Gosh, bunch of brats, huh? Yeah, I have flowers for like a couple days, and then next thing you know, the koi fish will see the bloom, and then they'll start jumping on it and ripping it apart. You can see all the pieces over there floating around. These guys, I tell you, they're like a bunch of little kids. So as you can see, my koi fish really don't give a damn blam sam. Forget the peanut butter and jelly. I'm ready to jam about my pond lily flowers. Now, I do get to enjoy the blooms about 3 to 4 days, and then the koi fish realize, ooh, a flower, and then they rip it to pieces like a bad kid. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Now, I know I showcase my pond behind me a lot. It is pond season. I showcase my Medaka, which are my outdoor Japanese rice fish. And I also actually show a lot of my fish room, Tiki Lounge, all my freshwater aquariums. Now, your boy is a pure aquarist, which means I love the hobby of aquariums, and I do have a saltwater aquarium. Let's go check out the saltwater aquarium, but not only that, we're going to supercharge it, which I think you guys know what we're going to supercharge it with. It rhymes with fountain fee, okay? My 2 younger sons have like the coolest nightlight ever, a beautiful saltwater aquarium. All right, let's go. All right, my ohana, here is my 10-gallon innovative marine. You see it right there? Saltwater aquarium with my little babies. These guys have been with me for a while now. A male and female clownfish. Ocellaris clownfish to be exact. The bigger one, the one that's on the right there, that's the female, and the smaller one is the male. I highly recommend them if you're a beginner in the saltwater hobby. Now, I know I display a lot of freshwater aquariums, and that's kind of like my passion, but I'm actually learning to grow and love the saltwater hobby, especially this smaller tank. Now, I wish I got maybe a 15 to 20 gallon cube instead of a 10-gallon, but this was actually free from my boy Dennis. This used to be his aquarium before he got a 210-gallon saltwater aquarium, but it comes with a Kessel A80 light. It's an all-in-one sump, so we got a sump in the back, which we are going to supercharge this saltwater aquarium by using, this is the first time, Mountain Tree Lotus Root Nitro Ring 2s. This is the large, but it's for marine water. So I'm so excited to use this media in my saltwater aquarium. Actually, you know what? I can kill this light if it's too blue for you guys, so you guys get a better vision of like what it looks like in reality. You can see all those little spots in the back there. That's coralline algae. Now, the debate with coralline algae is some people don't like it, some people love it. It does add a nice little purple kind of pinkish color. It does grow on your glass, but it also grows on your rocks too, so it gives it a really nice color. There's a lot of pros and cons with it. I find it to be more pros than cons, but it's more or less like to each your own. When you got coralline algae growing inside your aquarium, it could actually grow all over your pump, as you can see my pump right there, and it could affect it, but you just got to clean it. You know, you can see my algae scraper that's in there. It's growing on that. It's got some benefits, though. It does add a surface area for beneficial bacteria to cultivate on them, too, as well. It's a good sign that your aquarium is mature and the water chemicals are great for growing corals. So that's a good sign when you see coralline algae. So it means that your aquarium is really well established. It's really cool. I actually love it. And I thought it was something wrong with my aquarium when I saw that growing on the glass back there. It can be a little bit intimidating and scary. And I do have some corals back here too. You can see right there. You see them? Yeah, just some smaller ones. I think I need to get some more. I need to go to Aquarium or Reptile Depot, get a couple more low maintenance corals too. This is a coral rack. You can see there's coralline algae growing on that too as well, but I can set a couple more corals in there on that rack. I also wanted to talk about, I guess they call it a pest. I don't look at it as a pest because it's not really taking over my aquarium, but they're called Asteria starfish. So you can see I got one right there. Pretty cool, right? Now they do multiply really fast, and they could actually be a burden. They could kill your zoa corals if you have some. They leave like this slime trail, which will prevent your corals from opening up and then ultimately dying because they can't grow. So they do become a pest. You got to kind of watch them, but they also have a lot of benefits too. I don't have too many in here. I think I've seen like a handful of them in here. But if you want to get rid of them, there is a certain shrimp called a harlequin shrimp. I think I said that right. That will eat them up like crazy. Probably within a month or two, all of them will be gone. But then also to keep him eating, you might have to feed him some starfish. So a lot of people will throw in a chocolate starfish maybe once a month for the harlequin shrimp to eat. Or a lot of people will just take that harlequin shrimp and give it back to their local fish store and just kind of, I guess, rent it when they need it to take care of the Asteria starfish. Some Asteria starfish will eat coralline algae too as well, but for the most part, I don't find it being a pest in my little 10-gallon aquarium. I think it's actually quite functional. And yeah, you just gotta kind of watch it. If it starts to get out of control because they do multiply like crazy, you can take care of it. So it's not that big of a deal. I think I saw one in the sump. Oh yeah, there is one. So if you look in the all-in-one, you can see one of the Asteria starfish right there. So like I said, they will travel. You're probably wondering how it got in the sump. It probably went right through the intake and crawled down there and crawled through. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty cool. You know what? I'm going to give them some food now so we can bring out the green emerald crabs, and maybe we can bring out really cool snail. It actually lives down in the substrate. I don't know if I can see it. It's called a Nacerius snail. I'm going to bring them up. It's almost like a zombie. It's really cool. So let me go ahead and throw some food. I'm going to pop this little lid. This thing is actually super cool. This came from the Kraken aquarium lids. So this thing here is a feeding tube. You throw that in there, which is cool. And then you throw your pellets in here, and then it'll just slowly drop down to the bottom. Look at my fish already know that they're going to get fed. So I'll just take the food. This is a pellet food right here. TDO Chroma Boost. It's small. So we're going to go ahead and just throw some in here. There we go. You can see it right. And then it'll just sink down. And you can see them all. They already know. They're waiting for those little crumbs to drop down in the cracks. It's really cool. So it kind of controls. There it goes. It kind of controls the pellets. And they're going crazy. Now watch. You're going to... Oh, there, look at... There he is, the green emerald crab. There's two of them in here. They actually eat algae too. They help with the algae. So there's also another one that will climb up on the rock here, and they're going to try to eat as much as they can the little pellets that fall down. So I'm trying to get the Nacerius snail to come out of the sand. And there it is, on cue. Isn't it weird? It's like a zombie, right? This snail is really good with also moving the substrate around along with the crabs, kind of sift through it and whatnot. But yeah, it's a cool snail, but it's kind of neat to see the saltwater aquarium kind of come to life. I just wanted to share the saltwater aquarium with you guys. Some of you have been asking for some updates on it, so I'm glad I can actually share this with you. But we're going to upgrade the sump with our new mountain tree nitro ring, the Lotus root for marine. All right, so we removed the lid. We're going to actually just shift our light to the right here so we can grab our media basket. This is the media basket that's in the all-in-one filter. You can see I have a series of sponges, but not only that though, my old biomedia. So we're going to go ahead and stick this in our bucket that I have here, and we're going to actually rinse all this out with some salt water. You can see my sponges, they need a little cleaning. So, but the goal is to remove all of this and fill it up with our mountain tree media. We cleaned our sponges the best we could. You can see all the debris down in that bucket. Put those on the side, but we also have our media basket here. Now the cool thing about this media basket, this little screen just kind of slides off, and now it is totally exposed, and you can see the filter media that we actually, or the biological media that we were using. We were using these little cubes. Now you can see these blocks. Water really can't get through them as well as, guess what we're using here? Mountain tree lotus root. As you can see, it's super frosty, right? You got like this little powdered sugar, so we definitely got to rinse these off before we're gonna fill in this whole tray full of the mountain tree lotus root nitro ring large. It's about time that we get rid of this and supercharge. Now we're on the top of the aquarium, and we are going to reach down in here where you see a bag full of more media. So this is our all-in-one filtration system back here, and we're going to go ahead and slowly pull out this bag of more media, and you can see how deep it is. It goes deep. Look at that. That's a lot of media, right? And so we have all of our old media down in the bucket, and we're going to fill this bag up with, you already know, Lotus Root Nitro Ring 2s, all right? Let's go ahead and fill this bag up. All right, so we filled up our bag full of the Lotus Root and Nitro Rings. I'm super excited to use this biomedia for my saltwater aquarium. Now, if you were wondering why is this so important, this is the building block behind a successful aquarium, saltwater or freshwater. Now, for the saltwater, this builds a complete and healthy microsystem. It maximizes the filter space, the pore structure to build a healthy beneficial bacteria system, open and close pores to balance aerobic and anaerobic bacteria, fast water absorption, certifies super porous structure, not easy to clog. So you see the benefits in using this media. It's extremely large surface area too, so a lot of beneficial bacteria can cultivate and colonize on each individual lotus rings. So we're going to take our big bag and we're going to stick it in the back of our aquarium where we pulled that one bag. All right, so we got our bag full of media down in the center of the all-in-one filter, and now we're going to grab our media basket, which has our sponges that we cleaned out, and more of the Lotus Root Nitro Ring. So we're going to put that back in its little slot right back here in the corner. Yeah, grab that right there. We're going to go ahead and put in some more salt water. We actually did a quick water change. We may as well do a water change while we're doing all this stuff. And as you can see, everything fits nice and snug back here. So let's go ahead and fire up this aquarium and yeah, get going here. So we got this bad boy on. We've got to add some more salt water, obviously, but we know this bad boy is running. You can see everything looking good. All right, so I got to give you some more fun facts about the Lotus Root Nitro Ring 2s. Now, it has a special formula with lower silicate, which is friendly to corals, fish, and other marine life. It prevents brown algae, which is super important that you know too. Now, the Lotus Root structure, it helps to carry nitrite and nitrate into the nitro rings for efficient denitrification reaction and provide anaerobic bacteria space to cultivate in micropores within the nitro ring. So you can see how porous it is. Now, the beveled shape, you might be looking at the shape like, why is it shaped like that? The beveled shape can disrupt the flow and water and prolong the flow of water inside the nitro rings, thus improving the filtration efficiency. So we got this aquarium up and running. Now you can see the water's just a little cloudy due to the Lotus Root nitro rings. They were a little dusty. But speaking of the nitro rings, yes, you guys got a more in-depth talk about the Lotus Root Nitro Ring 2s. These are the marine water biomedia by Mountain Tree. Okay, now I think what we need to do is head over to Aquarium and Reptile Depot and pick up something new for the saltwater aquarium. I hope you guys learned a little something about my saltwater aquarium, the 10-gallon innovative marine. I actually want to upgrade it to like a 15-gallon. I know Aquarium and Reptile Depot sells a 15-gallon saltwater all-in-one filtration system aquarium. Maybe we upgrade the aquarium and pick something up new. This aquarium here is established. I don't know. What do you guys think? Down in the comments, all right? We're not going to do it in this video, but stay tuned. We will head over to Aquarium Reptile Depot. Maybe we'll pick up a couple new corals. Maybe we'll pick up another species of fish for the 10-gallon aquarium. Something small because it's only 10 gallons. I hope you guys learned a little something about the Lotus Root Nitro rings for saltwater aquariums too. It's not just fresh, it's salt. There's 2 different types, all right? So if you guys are interested, all of their links will be down in the description below. Up above, I'll have a link to or a card that'll flash up that says Mountain Tree. Anything that has to do with Mountain Tree, the videos that I've made, go check out that playlist and you guys will learn so much more in detail about Mountain Tree as a company and what they provide to us in the hobby. Take care, my ohana. I will see you guys on that next video. Much love and aloha.
Hana Hui A Maui